Well, the Bulls do get the win, Reds, and what a performance, huh?
Well, Michael's getting better, boy. 5 games back, 55 points. The last 2 games have been, the Bulls have won right at the end. Matter of fact, let's take a look at Michael coming down the stretch. The double teaming he's going to get, we talked about it. If Patrick Ewing comes out, this could leave Big Bill Wennington open. So Starks slips a little bit. Michael comes on by when it looks like he's got a shot coming back this way. Patrick Ewing says, I better get out here to help. He leaps. Bill Wennington's underneath. He goes up and said, Mike, thanks for the deuce. He and Michael combined for 57 points tonight.
Boy, he only had 2 points, but the most important 2 points of the game.
It was a trick, just don't play me the whole game and then sneak me in there at the end for the game winner.
Did Phil call the play in the huddle in the timeout prior to it?
It was a play we run off. Now it's an open play, and Michael brings the ball down, and as he brings it down, I go from the wing across the court to kind of open up the floor for him, and Patrick left me, and Michael just was able to get the ball to me under the basket.
That's why you're all here. I think it speaks for itself. There are some players that are simply unique and transcend every aspect of the game, and he's the only one in the history of this game that's had the impact that he's had, all the way around. So I'm not surprised that he got it started the other night against Atlanta, and he just sort of building up to New York. But
I was shooting the ball very well tonight.
Could you feel it that early that this was going to be the kind of night you had?
I felt good. I didn't feel tense. I felt very relaxed. A lot of times I come in here, you want to do so well here, you get a little tense and you get a little bit enthusiastic, too enthusiastic a little bit. And tonight, I just really felt comfortable just to come in. I had low expectations for myself, really, just to try to fit in and get a chemistry, get a rhythm for the team, and let things fall where they may. And it felt pretty good.
Did you anticipate that overplay?
We're only 4 games away from a 55-point game.
I knew it wasn't that far away. I just knew I needed, as much as I would have practiced, there's no way I would have gotten ready for game time. I needed to play games, and I guess it took 4 games for me to really get my rhythm down, and I was a little nervous that it was going to take longer, but I'm glad it came when it came.
Michael, when you played so well to come back in Atlanta on the first time you had to play back-to-back, did that maybe get,
That's where I really got my confidence in the Atlanta game. I was really searching, trying to find the right chemistry, right rhythm for myself. And the Atlanta game in the third quarter is when I really found it, and at the end of the ball game. And yeah, it only could get better from that point on. Once I came in here, my whole attitude was just relax, go through the situation, feel the game rhythm, and then let the game come to you. And I could tell in the first quarter I really had something going.
Do you remember that game?
The last time, the opening night against, I think it was Bernard King on that team then? I don't remember.
1986.
87. That was the first game of the season. I remember that.
Can you do it again?
I don't know. I think that's the fun thing about it, is that tomorrow you don't know what I could do. I've always enjoyed playing here. It's such a great respect to come here and play the game of basketball.
Did you expect the W because the game went on? A lot of players would get more fatigued.
Well, I was very worried about my physical, that I would burn out. So in the third quarter, I was kind of just trying to take a step back and not really be aggressive as much. And that, I've done that in the past. And I told BJ, I told Scotty that I'm going to slow it down. So I have something in the fourth quarter. I really don't think that my win is good enough to go 45 minutes, but very, very productive, And even though I'm out there, I think I can be more of a weapon sometimes just by being out there than actually being aggressive as an offensive player.
How about a sense of the Knickerbockers since you saw them last game 2 years ago?
I don't think they've changed, man. It's a battle. This team, this is regular season as well. This is not the playoffs. The playoffs is a whole different atmosphere. It's a whole different attention span from the Knicks team. So I think this is one of those battles that we've always had, and it came down to the last couple minutes.
Michael, how much of your jump do you think you have back?
Teammates have kind of found a rhythm with you yet?
No. I think that's something we're still working on. I mean, so much has been being said about our rebounding is that we forgot how to play defense to a certain extent. I mean, we were giving a lot of easy shots up tonight, layups and things that we would not normally do, from the teams that I played on. And I think that's something that we have to take in account in a playoff situation. I mean, we have to be better defensively than what we were tonight. I mean, we got away with it, but I mean, we can't do that every night.
Is that something you need to work on in practice, or you can only take care of by playing games?
By playing in the rest of the games that we play, and I mean, we have to really focus on that emphasis in the course of the game.
Michael, how much of your jumping do you think you have back? What percentage would you say? Elevation?
My jumping? Elevation? I had a problem in the first 3 days, first week or so with my ankles. My ankles getting adjusted to cutting and moving again. And tonight tonight in Atlanta was the first night I really hadn't had a problem with my ankles, which has helped my elevation a little bit, and on my jump shot as well. So I think most of my elevation is due to my ankles adjusting to that demand on them in the course of a game. And I feel a lot better now.
When you got about games like tonight when you made the decision to leave baseball?
Excuse me?
Were you thinking about having a game like tonight when you made the decision to leave baseball?
Most of my minor leaguers kept reminding me of games like tonight. I knew I could still do it. When I couldn't have said it would have happened in New York, but I knew I could still play the game of basketball. And I was a little rusty the first 3 games, and I'm starting to get a little hang of this. It's a fun game.
Michael, now that you're back.